Frederick's pulsating.
Welcome to the Antarctic region of Minnesota. If I mentioned an anecdote yesterday that left you hanging, there is no city in Antarctica. The biggest city is a research facility started by the United States. There you go. Welcome to the last game of what has been probably affectionately referred to as the Winter Craptacular, as the Junior Preds are trying to salvage one game in a 4-game weekend here in Minnesota. Steve Olivas in your ears, Chris Backel in your eyes, and Ron Seagrave, fresh from your nightmares, bringing you this last game. Preds taking on the AAA Junior Kings. Sorry for no pregame. I had a whole script worked up, but Chris Backel was on the phone with his stockbroker talking about how we can get Luke Backel into the NHL. LA Kings bringing it through the neutral zone, tip it in. We're already on the second shift, it looks like. Luke Backel, the aforementioned, is on the ice. Huntington, Barha, Evan Moore, and Cole Matthews are together. This fivesome trying to score. The Preds have been ahead one time this weekend. They were up 1-0 yesterday on the Phoenix Coyotes before taking their worst loss of the weekend ultimately. They came into the second half tied 1-1, and then Phoenix opened the floodgates. 3 goals in a half period, or a half of hockey. Preds have lost to the, Dallas Stars, Milwaukee Admirals, and it's cliche for a reason. You can't beat a team 8 times in the same year. Admirals proved that one to be true. When I look to my left, I see nothing but Backel. I refuse to stand for this one because that draws attention. Up to Olivas, who's onto the ice. Olivas brings it into the zone of the Kings. Ethan Fredericks tries a between-the-legs shot. Olivas ignored the puck, went to hit a kid, missed the kid. Parker's got the puck now. LA picks it up and throws it deep. Cannon Lentz on the ice. We had a couple of potential injuries yesterday, so we'll see if those two end up playing. Chance Uzel took an upper body injury, and Thomas Durrett a lower body. Neither's been on the ice yet. Fredericks, Olivas, and Parker make up this line. Frandina's on the ice. He's joined by Lentz. Lentz up to Olivas. Olivas picks the puck off, takes a look, gets it over to Fredericks' stick. Ethan into the zone, down the middle, gets it taken away. Fredericks tried to stick handle through 3 of the Kings. Kind of surprised it didn't work myself. LA pinching Parker behind the net. Olivas takes a kid gently into the wall. Parker also leaned on the kid. LA into our zone. Kids trying to get their legs under them. Will Seagrave in the net, by the way. Ron Seagrave pacing like an expectant father on the stage behind us. There's a stoppage. I think the puck hit the netting over the glass behind Seagrave, and we'll get a draw deep in the Junior Pred zone. It is early in the morning.
Hey, boss, are you guys just recording? Or are you
Yeah, we put it up on YouTube later. Yeah.
Thanks.
LA leans in and wins the draw to the near wall. Marshall's on the ice. Let's see, who's with Marshall? We got McNaughton, Marshall, and possibly Chucky. It is Chucky. McNaughton, Marshall, and Chucky on the ice. On D, Matthews, just had that one poached. Matthews and Peller on the D. On the blue line, should I say. Battle ensues. LA wide open on the back door, and Seagrave shuts the door. Will Seagrave has position and leans in, took the angle away from the kid. He had nothing to shoot at but Seagrave. Preds again battling. LA had 2 kids in our zone. One of them walked by 3 Junior Preds, and the other had none on him, and they got that wide open shot on net. Preds, usually a pretty good morning team. We'll see how they do today. They've beaten LA a couple of times already this year, although this weekend seems to have changed the laws of physics. Connor McNaughton shoots one in. Nice block by one of the Kings kids. Went down on his hands and knees to take away that shooting lane. And they throw it all the way down, and icing will be the call. We're going to bring it back to the King zone. There's a good chance we're not streaming. I'm going to answer the phone live on the air here. Caller, you're on the air. Yes. The message to the masses is the signal sucks. All right, Preds. Let's see. We got Huntington, Moore, and I think Backel. It is. Huntington, Moore, and Backel are out for the boys in white. It seems as though Durrett and Uzel may be out today. See if they can get on the mend before our big 3-game weekend against a team we don't see very often, the Dallas Stars. I know it is a cliche, but it's hard to beat a team 71 times in the same season. It's been tested over and over again in Tier 1, and we're going to see if it stands the test as we go to Dallas to take on a team that we don't see often enough, the delightful Dallas Stars. All right, battle behind the net. LA walks out with it, coming up the near wall. They try to flip it into the neutral zone and do just that. The race is on. Cannon Lentz is there first. Lentz behind Seagrave. Puck got held up, so Lentz tapped it back to Barha. Barha into the neutral zone. I think that was a pass to either Moore or Olivas, but he split them and sent it down for icing.
You don't have a signal?
The signal, and I quote, sucks.
That's a nice quote.
All right, Parker, Olivas, and Fredericks collect themselves to Seagrave's right. They got Peller and Frandina behind them. LA wins the draw, throws it into traffic. That gets kicked into the neutral zone, and the Kings collect it. Defenseman throws it in, and Fredericks mashes him into the wall. Seagrave sends it further along the wall. The Kings pick it up and bring it to the near point. Point man sends it wide. Into open space, far half wall. Peller grabs it, sends it to Fredericks. Fredericks bumps it to Parker. Parker thought about it. I think that might have been a pass to Olivas that Parker got back. Parker tried to stick handle through 3 LA Kings. And again, it didn't work. Frandina tried to get it out front. The Kings kicked it back to the wall, but Fredericks grabs it. Fredericks walks right up to Parker and then basically hands him the puck. Fredericks gets it back. Junior Preds. If I said the Preds were going at half speed, I would be exaggerating fast. Will Seagrave has to make 2 saves because the Preds in the defensive zone. Another bad turnover by Olivas. Preds in the defensive zone look like they did an hour and a half ago when they were still asleep. Frandina's got the puck. That pass is collected by Parker. LA takes it away from him. At least for the opening salvo of this game, the Kings seem to want it more. Deep behind Seagrave it goes. Frandina grabs it. One of the Kings kids knocked that one up into the air over Olivas' head. The Kings got it back. Oh, they're not going to give that to him. I said it yesterday. Sometimes if the kid is about a foot behind the red line, they'll usually still let him go, but they called icing on this one. And they're going to bring it all the way back into the LA Kings zone.
I think we actually have the real refs today.
We have real referees, and the reason we know that is because the refs haven't blocked any passes so far today. They haven't taken any kids out.
You know why?
Why?
It's Olympic ice.
Oh, this is Olympic ice, so the referees have
skate.
more room to stand perfectly still. All right, Marshall and Lemoyne are out around Huntington. Matthews and Barha on the blue line. Face off deep in the Kings zone. We have a rather reserved crowd today. Backel and I sitting on a bench. Ron Seagrave on a throne elevated behind us. Literally looking down his nose at us. Although Seagrave is a pretty tall guy, he looks down his nose at most people, I would guess. LA into the zone, they crash. Junior Preds run in on the puck. And by run, I mean canter. Into the neutral zone, that puck kind of flutters. The Kings missed it too, however, and Lemoyne is the first one on the spot. He holds the LA kid up while McNaughton gathers the puck. Looks into the high slot. He had Matthews. Opted against the pass. I think he was struggling. One of the Kings was whacking at his stick from behind. Lemoyne's on the point. He sends it into open space against the far wall where McNaughton grabs it. Lemoyne goes off for a change. Out to Barha. Barha brings it into the neutral zone, gives Backel a chance to get on the ice and the other 2 forwards to change. Backel's got it at the red line. Kings take it away and throw it deep. Moore and Huntington join Backel. Pass out to Huntington. He's coming in. The King got just enough of that to hold Huntington up. He was going to step into the slot and shoot. Moore is able to get the loose puck. Huntington now on the back check. LA coming through the neutral zone near side. Frandina picks him up. Frandina knocked that shot away and made sure it went wide and behind the net, where Frandina, the aforementioned, picks it up, sends it to Backel. Backel pass bounces off one of the Kings. Junior Pred passing attack. Looks a little bit like House League, not quite as good. All the way down for icing. The good news is the Preds are all telegraphing their passes, so the recipient knows it's coming. And we have the smooth sounds of Herb Albert's Rise. Oh no, wait a minute. It's only sampled for a rap song. Parker and Fredericks. Parksy, Ole, and Freddie are out. Franny hits it out into the neutral zone. LA gets that loose puck coming in 3-on-2. Junior Pred forwards on the back check, not so much. Olivas out to Fredericks. Fredericks into the zone, hot. Fredericks, nice little dangle around one of the D-men. Got a shot that the goalie kicked wide. LA comes out swinging, though, on the counter punch. Cannon Lentz. Lentz threw that one all the way down for icing. Junior Pred's passes, as long as they get it within 7 feet of the recipient, they feel pretty good. Olivas and Parker stay out with Fredericks. The D have been replaced. Matthews and Peller come out to be the last lines of defense before Seagrave has to get involved. All right, leaning in, Parker wins the draw. Pass up to Fredericks. Olivas waited a while to decide to skate, and that puts him at a disadvantage with the King man. Olivas to the point. Wow, Peller shot it right back at him. Olivas was heavily covered. So it comes to the near half wall. Rims all the way around and a big battle ensues. That one goes toward the net. Nobody there but purple jerseys, and I mean nobody. LA now throws the puck. I just saw a referee move. I was confused, Chris. I didn't know they could do that. Parker gets the puck, sends it to Peller. Peller sends it to Fredericks, who was on his way off the ice. Parker now has to stay on. Fredericks and Olivas go off for a change. Parker finally gets over the wall, so we've got 3 new forwards, 6 fresh legs on the ice. Matthews and Peller stay on the blue line. Lemoyne, Chucky, and McNaughton are out. That pass was gathered by McNaughton. He's coming in. Kings have numbers. McNaughton just kind of throws it ahead to himself. D-men just swapped out. Lentz and Barha are now on the blue line. Lentz on the far side gets it, brings it to the near point. Barha sends that one behind the net. Chucky grabs it and is immediately met by one of the Kings. And we're going to have a penalty. Interference is the call on Los Angeles. Chucky draws the foul, and the Preds are going to be on a power play. DJ playing the same song and will stubbornly get all the way through the club mix version of this one. It'll be 9.5 minutes. 6:41 remaining in period number 1. This period just zipping along. McNaughton, actually the same forward. Well, no, hold on. McNaughton is with Lemoyne and Moore. McNaughton centering the line. Referee, they have to turn the music down so the LA Kings coach can hear the referee, who is obviously speaking in a hushed tone over on the bench. Fredericks is on the near point, Frandina on the far point. Everyone leans in, and McNaughton won the draw. Sort of a jump ball for a minute. LA ended up just grabbing it and throwing it deep, and then they're going to beat everyone to the puck. Oh, no, they're not. Wow, he peeled off. All right, well, thanks for that. Moore on the far wall. Coming down into the zone, he goes. Fredericks toward the net. Moore rims it around to the near side. Fredericks picks it up at the half wall. Frandina cycles back to take his spot. Moore on the far point. Moore to Frandina. Top of Broadway to Fredericks in the high slot. Fredericks looked like he had a shot, but he passed it off to Moore. Moore was immediately met by a King and got it back to Fredericks. Fredericks passed the stick of Frandina, but we got it back. Now Fredericks has some trouble with the puck. Rims it around to Moore's side. Moore rims it around. Junior Preds have been told on the bench not to shoot. Remember when the coach would tell you pass it 5 times before shooting? This is 500 times. Moore sent one, I think, that hit off the goalie's headgear. It made a weird click. Goalie checking his hat right now. I think it did hit his face mask and ramped up over the glass. The line was booty, 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 booty. 5. That was a dramatic lyrical recitation. 5:37 remaining in the first period. New power play unit on. Peller and Barha are going to man the blue line. Oh, we changed songs. A little more upbeat, a little less bootay. Parker's going to center Chucky and Huntington. I'm not hip enough to know what this song is either. All I know is it beats the booty song. Although I haven't heard Herb Albert's Rise in quite a while, Chris Backel.
I don't think I ever heard it.
Sure you had. 1979, it charted pretty high. He was not with the Tijuana Brass for that recording.
That's pretty gross. Changing helmets with the other goalie.
The goaltender. Chris Backel astutely pointed out that the goaltender must have had something go wrong with his helmet after that shot rimmed off or knocked off it. So he went and traded helmets with the goalie on the bench who's holding the sweaty other helmet like it's radioactive. He's not going to put that thing on his head, Chris. All right, good thing the goalies...
He did.
Oh, he did put it on. Like putting a bowl of soup over your head. Oh, now he took it off. He's thinking this thing smells like hazmat. All right, Preds win the draw. Barha sends it toward the net. Parker tipped it. LA ended up getting it and throwing it all the way down where Seagrave, I thought about stopping it for Peller, but it stopped on its own. Peller picks it up. Junior Preds drift casually into the zone, and here they come. Out to the far side. That pass missed. Oh, it hit the referee. We got one. 1 is the count. We're going to see if we can hit 37. That's our record for the weekend. Number of times the refs interfered with play. All right, that pass was completed. That one was not. And it's out of the zone again.
Come on, guys.
Preds were 1 for 2 on that drive. That's not bad. All right, Barha near side. Throws it through the neutral zone to Huntington. Kings let him walk in. Parker almost had a second crack at that one. LA throws it all the way back down. Barha picks it up. Barha doing battle with the ice. Looks like Backel's out. Oh, incidentally, the penalty has expired, so we are 5 aside. Parker, Olivas, and Backel now make up a line. Parker drives it in. Olivas toward the top of Broadway. Doesn't matter. Oh, it does. He wipes a kid into the glass. LA still comes out with the loose puck, and they're coming in 2-on-2, but offside by quite a bit, frankly. LA, not quite as asleep as we are, but certainly not wide awake. Boys in the consolation round, both teams disappointed to be here, but I'm guessing leaving with a victory would behoove both of them. Marshall's going to center this now as Parker takes a seat. Parker was out for the end of that power play, if you remember. So we got a fresh set of legs in Marshall. Backel and Olivas join him. Pass gets knocked down by the Kings. They intercept it. Backel and Olivas run into each other. Now Backel takes it, and into the zone he gets smashed. Backel entered the zone on his stomach. Olivas, very weakly skated over and checked the kid like you would bump into somebody on a public bus. On the near half wall, it comes out to Matthews on the point. Matthews sends it behind the net where it's picked up by Marshall, who almost got tripped by Olivas. Marshall on the far wall sends it around the rim to Backel. Backel out to Olivas. Olivas got 2 shots at that one, sent the second one wide. Goaltender made a stop on the first one. Second one, the defenseman got his stick. Backel tried to tip that shot from Matthews toward the net. It went just wide. Now to the far wall. Marshall puts a kid into the glass. Backel gets smashed down. Backel, we need to wake him up. Couple of good hits will get Backel in the game. Matthews, almost kept that one in. LA ended up running it out. And I think that's Marshall now who grabs the puck away, sends it down, and the Preds are going to be able to effect a change. Too many infinitives in that sentence. I apologize for that. I don't like making run-ons. I have 2 engineers with me. They've taken the technical writing class several times. Junior Preds all going for the hit. All of them missed.
Well, we didn't know what an inchron was.
That's true. The engineers may be learned, but when it comes to scientific terms, it's the shrink that came through yesterday. I had to re-listen to Ron Seagrave's explanation because Chris Backel and I, tried to remember it last night, and we were off by a measure of 100, Chris.
Oh, were we?
It's not a 1/1,000th, it's a 100 millionth of a centimeter is an angstrom. This is the only broadcast that will teach you something. Because we have to entertain ourselves up here. Lord knows the game's not helping matters. 2:38 remaining in what has been a lackluster first period.
So the goalie got his swamp helmet back on.
The swamp helmet. The original swamp helmet was repaired. Evan Moore toward the front of the net. He had Lemoyne breaking. McNaughton had a wide open shot. The goaltender rises to the challenge. On the near half wall is Moore. Moore's spinning with the puck. LA runs him off of it, but McNaughton runs them off in return. Lemoyne picked up the loose puck, sent it to Moore. Moore was on the end of the crease, brought it around behind the net, little give and go. Nice job by the Kings to smack his stick while he was receiving that pass, and the puck is cleared all the way down for icing. In even 2 minutes to go in the first period. We will have a mercy killing at the first whistle following the 9-minute mark in the second period, as the boys will go off and chug Red Bull in the locker room. It's obvious that the strong coffee hasn't worked thus far. Parker is now centering Chucky and Fredericks. Fredericks leaned in for a shot. LA was able to grab his stick on the follow-through, and it tumbles wide. LA throws one into the neutral zone. Neither of their forwards is able to collect it, so the Preds take it. Fredericks kicks that one forward, and Parker is on his horse. Parker's going to have the angle and get there first. Parker rims it to the far point. Peller took a couple steps, thought about it, rimmed it back to the near side where Chucky's going to grab it. Chucky gets it, tried a little backdoor shovel to Parker. That one got blocked, but the Preds end up pinballing it back to themselves. Fredericks, little dumper over to Chucky. Chucky got it in front. Parker with a nice one-timer. The goaltender sniffed it out and had position. Junior Preds, a couple of good scoring opportunities on that shift. Still have yet to solve the goaltender, who's made every save. Preds probably got 6 or 7 decent shots on goal. Chucky threw that one toward the net. One of the Kings defenders kneed it down. Preds point man, that's Lentz. Lentz tried to feather it back through and rim it, but that hit one of the Kings, so Lentz gets it back. Lentz to Barha.
Take off.
Preds are changing. Barha doesn't have a lot to work with here, so he came in, shot it right on net. Goaltender had to make a save. Preds are still changing. Here come the Kings. Kings throw it deep. Olivas, Huntington, and Backel, not a center among them, I'm not sure how this is going to work, are on the ice together. Lentz and Barha are on the blue line. Kings bringing it to the near side behind Seagrave, send it up to the near point. Point man threw it toward the net where Huntington kicked it out of the way. Huntington goes back and grabs, but he's mashed. Barha picked up the loose puck. Sent it to Backel. Backel chipped it up to, I believe, Lentz. Lentz on his horse. Olivas is waiting for him at the blue line and then moves toward the net. Lentz put it into the goaltender. No rebound, but we have a face-off deep in the Kings zone. 5 seconds remain. This line will just kind of clean up the last face-off. Try to at least get a shot on net. We've got McNaughton centering Moore and Lemoyne. Moore is back in the shooting position. We're just going to try to drop, pop, and shot. Kings win the draw, though. Send it down, and don't even blow it. Are you, well, there you go. All right. The clock read 0. with like a half a second left, they called icing instead of just letting the period run out, and then God beat them to it. All right, at the end of one. Oh, we're counting it in now, and then we are going to get it loose now. The semi-ubiquitous "woo" is in the background of this and every rap song from 1998. Oh, and the crowd is energized. Ron Seagrave is tumescent.
How do we get it loose anyways?
I don't know, but well, we counted it. We counted it down, Ron. You understand?
No.
Like Bruce Springsteen. 2, 3, 4.
I don't like the boss.
Oh. All right, we've gone to the soundtrack to The Exorcist now.
I want to kill him.
Oh, okay.
They're confused on their music up here in Minnesota.
Minnesotans are nothing if not diverse.
This is what happens when you drink all that.
The scorekeeper is angry because they can't be out ice fishing this morning. So they're punishing everyone from Los Angeles and Nashville.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Der Kommissar playing. Oh, the playlist reads like something John Cusack would hold over his head at the end of a movie. From roughly the same era. That was from, I believe, Chris Backel, the movie A Sure Thing with Daphne Zuniga, if you recall.
I do recall.
Yes. Daphne Zuniga was popular for about a minute and a half. She was in Spaceballs, one of the most quotable movies of all time. Dan Huntington, who was graduating college when Spaceballs came out in 1986. No, wait, Dan Huntington was on his second career. Dan Huntington was worried about his 401k when Daphne Zuniga was born.
I want to come and make sure you're pointing out every single time my son passes into the other team. Because that's been sort of a non-stop event for them.
Dan Huntington would like to tally every time his son passes to the boys in purple. But Nathan is not alone in that statistic. All right, same kids on the ice. I think Matthews and Peller on the blue line. I can't remember who ended on D, but it's McNaughton, Moore, and Lemoyne. Up the wall, LA tries to clear it, but Moore picks that one off. Gets that one smacked to the wall. Moore put it right into the crease. Goaltender was able to poke it wide. Behind the net is Moore. Lemoyne is in front. Creeping up on that side is Connor McNaughton. He takes the back door, and he's hit by Moore. McNaughton in the high slot. He almost did a suicide pass to Mr. Matthews that would have had Seagrave's blood pressure up on the other end of the ice. Pass out to Moore. Moore had to step forward to avoid the D, and that took him out of a shooting position. LA picks off that pass and sends it, tried to send it to St. Paul. Rosie in, what's the name of the city we're in? Rose something or other?
Roseville.
Roseville. Rosie in Roseville. Oh, we are in Blaine. All right, and Der Kommissar is going to get played to death now as scorekeeper seems to have stumbled upon a song that everybody likes, so he's going to play it until nobody likes it. Fredericks just put one off the crossbar as he hit a little ding of iron. Matthews takes the puck, falls down, but Peller's going to pick him up. Peller on the far half wall, throws that one up in the air. One of the Kings players gloved it down. Thank you, says Freddie. Went right on Frederick's stick. Fredericks lost it, though, and the Kings throw it into the neutral zone where Matthews regroups. Boys played a little pond hockey last night, so their edges might be kind of rough this morning. Kings have that in the Pred zone. They threw a shot that went just wide. Someone just wiped out. That was Peller wiped out one of the Kings behind the play. Parker's on the ice with Chucky, and Fredericks stays on. Frandina and Lentz move to the blue line. Fredericks, put one in front to Parker, just out of his reach, though. That would have been another scoring opportunity. Lentz threw it toward the net. That got picked, and the Kings can't get it over Lentz's 6'4" frame. One of the Kings went down, however, and it appears that either hit one of the Preds. Oh, closed hand on the puck. I thought the referee was signaling solidarity with all the boys. That comes into the neutral zone just outside the Kings area, far dot. Marshall's going to center Olivas and Backel on this shift. Lentz and Frandina stay on the blue line. Kings win the draw, bring it to the neutral zone. Lentz got pushed around the puck by one of the Kings. Olivas didn't move his feet, so the Kings brought it around him. All the way around it goes, far side. Kings throw that one deeper in the Pred zone, but it's collected by Marshall. Marshall can't get it past one of the bigger Kings. Kings walk right into the slot. Seagraves is forced to make a save on that one. Forwards decided to give him that shot, see what he could do with it. Into the neutral zone it goes. Marshall's going to run up. Marshall's getting hooked from behind by one of the Kings. No call. Referees have an agenda. Someone just wiped the kid out. That might be Backel that took the kid to the ice. Marshall now kicking the puck free. Backel was going to come and take victim number 2 out of the play. Marshall throws it deep and goes for a change. McNaughton was already on the ice. Preds playing with fire there. Matthews right in front of our broadcast position takes a kid out. Kings still shove it into the zone, but Barha's got it. Barha almost a giveaway in the high slot. Kings now throw it deep. Barha chasing. Backel puts himself on the far wall. D-to-D behind the net. Matthews to the middle of the ice. McNaughton kicked it to his stick, got it to Olivas. Olivas flips it up and into the King zone, goes off for a change. Onto the ice comes Moore. McNaughton, Moore, Backel is still out there. He'll go for a change when he gets a chance, and he's going. Kings throw it into the zone. Matthews reached for it. Kings went around him, but he was backed up adequately by Barha. Around it goes. Lemoyne knew that hit was coming. He hung in there, though. LA Kings pinned him against the wall. Lemoyne ended up biting the ice at the end of that play. The Kings throw it in on Seagrave, and it finds its way through. Kings take a 1-0 lead. Seagrave looked like he made the stop on that one, and then it went through his 5-hole. Kings go up 1-0 with 13:06 remaining in the second period. Junior Preds have come out running and gunning in this game. Figure if I say it, it'll make it true, Chris. I haven't seen this kind of energy and enthusiasm since my uncle died. His funeral was scintillating. All the way around behind the net we go. Frandina. D-to-D pass to Peller. Peller up the ice to, who is that? Parker. Parker to Fredericks. They've got Chucky with them. Fredericks makes it through most of the D, almost put it through the goalie. Fredericks got taken out halfway. No call. D-to-D Frandina, far point. That got hit by one of the Kings. The net is off, which would have made the play stop immediately yesterday. Today, the refs are like, yeah, it's close enough. Behind the net it goes. Frandina to Peller. Peller up to Chucky near wall. Chucky looking through the neutral zone. Fredericks almost took him out. Fredericks wanted that puck. Chucky into the goalie, and he gave a rebound. Parker was there, but it didn't kick out far enough for Parker to grab it. Parker near half wall takes a look, hits one of the sticks of a King defenseman. That goes to the back wall. Kings are pinned. Parker reached for it, got tripped. LA walks off with the puck. They've got 3-on-2. They've got numbers. And they still go in offside. The Kings coach grabbing his head as if it's going to explode. We're going to face it off outside the King zone. 11:50 something. 11:57 left. It's been a slugfest, Dan Huntington. Yes. Huntington bows his head and shakes it. All right. I'm going to say the Kings won the draw, even though it just sort of drifted away. Huntington, nice job bringing it into the zone. He gets taken out hard. Huntington's on his knees. Kings walk off with it. Into the zone they come. And they score. From just inside the face-off dot. By inside, I mean toward the middle of the ice, not toward the net. Put one in, just, it ticked either the crossbar or the and went in. And Seagrave is going to be replaced by Harry Fogel. They do not exchange helmets, however. Fogel opts to keep his helmet on. Seagrave keeps his. Harrison Fogel in net yesterday evening we only played one game yesterday, against the Coyotes. All right, Marshall is out. Let's see, Backel and Huntington are with him. Marshall is centering that line. 3 junior Preds literally run into each other, but come out with the puck. But now LA has it. They put one in. Fogel gloves that one down. That might have been going over the crossbar. It was close enough for Fogel to not want to take any chances. And we'll face it off deep in the junior Pred zone. To Fogel's right, far dot. Moore, Lemoyne, and McNaughton are in. They're with Matthews and Moore, McNaughton, Matthews. The M&M line. NM. All right, McNaughton leans in, wins the draw clean. Back to Matthews. Matthews throws it up on the wall, and it leaves the zone. Moore way ahead of the charge. Moore's got one kid to beat. Kings end up making it in front of him. Moore throws it cross ice. Matthews was trailing the play. He was back in his position at the blue line. It hit the far wall. The Kings just smacked it out. Icing's waved off. I think actually the Preds were the last ones to hit that one. McNaughton crosses the red line and throws it in. Lemoyne toward the net. McNaughton gets mushed. Another M word. Kings pick up the puck. He gets mushed in the melee behind the net. Having fun with the letter M today. It was the letter E on Friday. Chris Backel nods his head. Excruciating. As Dan Huntington throws his hat in the ring. Chris Backel nodding his head was more movement than most of the junior Pred kids have done today. Lemoyne gets stood up at the red line. Big battle. Moore walks away with it. Moore kept his bearings. Kings picked his pocket, though, and they knock it in deep. Kings going for a change. Pred's got some time here. Peller grabs the puck, throws it into the neutral zone, and Moore, well, I thought Moore tipped it, but the ref was right there, said he did not tip it, and icing is the call. Fogel still trying to get warm and get loose between the pipes on the other end. Lentz, let's see. Lentz and Frandina are on the blue line. Parker is going to center Fredericks and Chucky. So Parker leans in. And the Kings centerman makes it to the zone, and here we go. Kings win the draw. Threw a weak shot that was going to go wide, but Fogel made sure it went wide. Kings glove that down at the point. Fogel steers that one wide. That might have been on net. Kings still maintain possession, but now they're mashed and there's a battle behind the net that Cannon Lentz ultimately wins. Put it up the wall. Kings grab that one and shot it deep again. Kings have it. Parker leans the kid into the wall. Kings grab it again. The Preds making some contact, but not keeping the puck away. See if they can pass this one out. No. Kings have it in the neutral zone. They just kind of throw it in. It's collected by Lentz. Lentz takes a look, gets it up to Fredericks. Fredericks and Parker. Parker's got it. Fredericks to the net. Parker threw it in. Goaltender, no rebound. Glove that one down. Fredericks gave the goalie a little chuck. And one of the Kings takes exception. Unnecessary touching. Which describes, well, hold on. I need to be careful with this one. All right. 9:16. This should be the last shift before the ice cut. I don't know if they even need to cut the ice. That would imply the kids have been pounding it and digging it up. Olivas is out with Huntington and Marshall. Kings win the draw, send it deep in the junior Pred zone. Big collision behind the play. Frandina picks it up and throws it up to Lentz. Lentz tried to get it up the wall. The Kings were grabbing his stick, though, and the Kings ultimately bring it out by themselves. Back in the zone, he just walked around 2 of our kids, but 2 of their kids were over the blue line, and we're going to cut the ice. 8:53 remain. I have to go rest my voice.